No makeup today, mainly because, well, actually completely because I lost it. I lost my makeup and I'm dying a little bit inside. I guess one thing I wanted to talk about now is J-Rock cosplay. I ran into a friend of mine at Anime Expo this year, and I guess later on I talked to her on MySpace and was like, hey, how come you never cosplay J-Rock? Because I know she's into it, and I know she could totally pull it off. And she was like, I don't know, there's just something so weird about people dressing up as people who are real. Like, I don't know, it's one thing to dress up as an anime character, but dressing up as a real person is creepy and stalkerish. And I had never thought of it that way, so I gave it some thought. I'm like, is it weird, you know, for people to want to dress up as somebody who's real? And I came to the conclusion, no, because they're kind of not real. I mean, obviously Miyavi and Gokter are real people, but I think what would be creepy is if, you know, somebody broke into Miyavi's house, stole his pajamas, and were wandering around like a hobo over the convention going, I'm Miyavi, I'm Miyavi, I'm Miyavi. You know, that would be weird. But when these guys dress up, the reason why I don't say they're real is because they're in costume. You know, like it's visual K. They're dressing up. You know, and I don't think there's anything creepy about admiring and wanting to, you know, express your love for the costuming, because that's what it is, they're costumes. And so I almost feel like because costuming is such a big part of visual K, I think it would be weird if, you know, fans, I'm considering, you know, the convention type fan base, I think it would be weird if we didn't cosplay, you know, or at least give that a shot. I don't usually cosplay J-Rock. I haven't cosplayed J-Rock since 2003. I was Blurry Eyes Hyde. That was awesome. And a lot of people would call me Wiggly Hido after that. And by a lot, I mean a couple. I don't know why I said a lot. That was just a lie. You know, everybody exaggerates everything that they say. So I'm thinking, you know, what do I want to do for this year? And I knew I really wanted to do a Miyavi. For next year, for 2008, mainly because I love him, and also in honor of Skin, you know, the Skin appearance in 2007. And I wanted to see if I could get, you know, a couple of my friends together to do members of Skin. I have a friend of mine who wants to be Gok, another friend of mine who expressed interest in being our Yoshiki. So we still need a Sugizo, for the record, if anybody wants to be Sugizo. And for Pop Shock. And but I'm thinking, what Miyavi am I going to be? Because Miyavi has a tendency to be a really tall, skinny guy. And I am not a tall, skinny girl. I am a little, I don't know, chubby, you might say. So I'm like, what Miyavi because I feel the same way about cosplay as I do about tattoos. I love wonderful, good ones, and I hate stupid, bad ones. You know, whenever I see somebody in a stupid cosplay, I just want to look the other way and scream. I think all of us have seen some cosplay that we wish we hadn't. So I don't want to be that girl that's dressed in a Miyavi costume and everybody's looking at each other going, why is she wearing that? She does know she weighs about 50 pounds more than Miyavi, right? So I'm thinking, what is a Miyavi costume that I can get away with? And I'd considered Ashita Genki ni Nara, but that is not a very good idea because it's not a very extravagant costume. Like, this is Miyavi we're talking about. So right after I started to give this thought, the Kabuki Danshi and Saki Hokoru no Yoni, I don't know, I haven't quite memorized how to say that yet. The two, you know, Seven Samurai sessions, and a neo-visual is, you know, Miyavi. And he's wearing baggy pants and a big baggy kind of kimono thing. And I'm thinking, I could do that and get away with it, right? But then I'm also looking at it and going, that looks really expensive and time-consuming to put something like that together. So, I don't know. We're just gonna have to see. It'll be a surprise. Which Miyavi is Linz or Dinz are gonna be? I'm sure you'll all be waiting very patiently for that.